What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Combat Sports Media YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about, breaking down, and giving out a prediction for the upcoming Edgar Berlanga versus Steve Rolls super middleweight fight. Now, this fight will take place at the Madison Square Garden in New York City and will be televised live on ESPN and or ESPN Plus, I'm sure. And by the way, it will be taking place specifically at the Hulu Theater in Madison Square Garden, not the big room. Now, before I go any further, please like and subscribe, especially if you enjoy my content, because that just makes sense, right? Yeah, so let's talk about Edgar Berlanga first. Edgar Berlanga is 18-0, 16 knockouts, 24 years old, with a 73-inch reach, and he Brooklyn, New York, Puerto Rican background. The kid could definitely punch. All of those 16 knockouts, I believe, came in the first round, or at least 15 of them. 15 of them came in the first round. So I don't know much about him, but I definitely know that he could punch. And he didn't get knocked down in his last fight, but I like the way he reacted. So I know that he could punch, and he seems to have heart. And he seems to be very driven and determined, as he should be, because he's in the beginning stages of his career. If he's not hungry and driven now, when is he going to be hungry and driven? But yeah, seems like a tough kid. He does have he did have a long amateur background, fighting in the New York City circuit. So he does have some basic boxing skills. Like, he does work off the jab, and if he has to, he can use and move around the ring. And a lot of the stuff pertaining to him is a mystery still, because even though he has 18 fights to his credit, 15 of them, 16 of them ended early. 15 of them at least ended as early as the first round. So we just know that he could punch. He reacts well when he gets knocked down. And he's hungry. With that said, I probably categorize him as a boxer puncher. His chin is a question mark. So we'll see. That's basically the thing with Edgar Berlanga, is we'll see. But one thing I can guarantee you is he will never, ever be a pound for pound top fighter. I'm not saying he's not going to win a world title. That remains to be seen. But he's never going to be the kind of guy like a Floyd Mayweather or a Sugar Shane Mosley or a Pernell Whitaker or a Lomachenko. He's never going to be a top pound for pound fighter, in my opinion. However, he does seem like someone that's going to provide us with some fun, exciting fights. Again, he's going to have the Puerto Rican fan base as long as he keeps winning. And if he stays focused, I see him winning a world title or two, Now, with Steve Rolls, he's up there in age. He's like 36 or 37, but it's kind of deceiving because he's only 21-1 with 12 knockouts, and he doesn't have much mileage on him at all. He's only been in like 2 or 3 real fights in his whole career, or maybe one real fight in his career, and that was a fight with Gennady Golovkin. We all know what happened there. He got stopped in the 4th round brutally with one shot, one straight right hand to the face. So this is a great litmus test for Edgar Berlanga. I'm very excited for this fight. This is an extremely appropriate fight for Edgar Berlanga at this stage of his career. Steve Rolls throws some nice straight punches, and he has an awesome right hand counter, whether it's with an uppercut or a straight right hand. He's great when it comes to the right hand counters. And you know, Steve Rolls stylistically would have to be categorized as a boxer puncher. He's not a bum. He's a respectable fighter. Before the Golovkin fight, there were many question marks around him, but since then, we do know that he's a world-class level middleweight by today's standards. And he does have some things going for him, such as some hand speed and that quick, accurate right-hand counter, specifically with the uppercut and or straight. Now, he did get stopped by Triple G with that one shot. His toughness is in question. I don't know how tough he is. I don't know how much fire he's willing to walk through. You know, with the older guys, that's always a question mark, especially when you don't know much about them. These are two guys that we don't have much data on. But we do know that one is a prospect with top rank who's undefeated, and the other one is a 36-year-old or 37-year-old with a loss to his name. We know that Berlanga is the A side. You know, I gotta go with the prediction. As far as the prediction is concerned, I gotta go with Berlanga because, again, these are fighters that we don't know much about, but one has all the physical advantages, is younger, and he's got that one-punch knockout power. So just based off of the fact that he's a lot younger and has got all the physical advantages, such as the height and the reach, and he's the A side, he's the promoter's fighter, I have to go with them. And yeah, I'm not ashamed to say it, you know. When you have limited data, you just got to use your experience and your common sense. Berlanga is the A side. He's the top-ranked fighter. He's younger. He's got all the physical advantages, and he's got that one-punch knockout power. Steve Rolls, that chin, you know, there's a question mark. Triple G is a devastating puncher, but you know, he got cleaned out in 4 rounds, man. So I gotta go with Berlanga, you know. But I'm very excited for this fight because it's gonna let us know a lot about Berlanga. Steve Rolls is not a washed-up fighter, so this is a great barometer. This is gonna be the same Steve Rolls, if not a better version than the one that fought Golovkin, because now he's got that world-class experience behind him in professional boxing, and he's not washed up. He's still fresh, you know. He's only been in one real fight, and that was it. You know, all the other fights were like tune-ups and showcase fights, build-up fights, comeback fights, all that kind of bullshit. So this is his second real fight. Steve Rolls is fresh. He's good to go. Great, appropriate fight. Shout out to Top Rank for making this. Yeah, that's that. That's all I got to say for this video. Thank you all for tuning in as always. God bless. See you guys soon.